Hey everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how to set up a test for accommodations of extended time. So to begin, you'll select Course Tools from your Course Management Control Panel. Scroll down and select Test, Surveys, and Polls. And then from here, select Tests. Here you'll see a list of all the tests that have been created within this course. You simply find the one that needs extended time and you make a copy of it. So for this purpose, I'm going to select the CJC quiz number 1, select the drop down arrow, select copy. And you can see really quickly it makes a complete copy of that quiz, and it's denoted here by the 1 in parentheses. That's your first copy of this quiz. So that's really all you have to do here. Now you just go to your content assignments area, wherever the first assignment or the test is deployed. In this case, it's in week 2. So we go here. You'll see that this is the quiz that everybody else is going to take. That's set up with the standard timing, standard options. But we need to create an additional copy of this with the extended time. So to do that, we're going to select Assessments, Test, and we're going to go find that copy we just made. So here's the copy. I'm going to select that and click Submit. This is where, on this version of the test, you get to choose different options depending on the student's accommodations. So yes, you're going to make this available to the student. I'm going to show you how we're going to set that up in just a minute, but we're going to, typically it's best practice to open items in a new window, so we're going to select yes there, make it available to the student, yes. And you can set all these number of attempts, forced completion set, however you would need to do it for this particular student. So for example, if the first student, if normally you would allow 60 minutes here, you might set the timer, and if they need 120 minutes instead. So you could differentiate here in your test settings. So you scroll down, you can still change all of this per the student's needs. Once you get it like you want it, you just click Submit. And now you have 2 quizzes here. That's all you have to do to create the test with the accommodations provided. But what we want to do now is we don't want everybody to have access to this one. So we're just going to use Adaptive Release. So you're going to select the drop-down arrow, Adaptive Release. And we're going to only release this to a certain membership, to certain people or groups of people. In this case, it would be just one person. So I'm going to go browse for that person. And this is where it could be a small group of people if you have different, accommodations for a group of people, or it could just be just one. So I'm going to select this student. Student 1 is the student that needs the accommodations. So I'll check that student's, the box beside their name, click Submit. And now what this is doing through Adaptive Release is it's only going to make it available to whoever we name here. We're not using the date, we're not using grades like we typically do. We're using Adaptive Release based on membership. So we're only giving this student access to this version of this quiz. Okay, then we'll click Submit. So when we go into Student Preview, you can see, if we go to Content Assignments, Week 2, that all students can see this version. You would just need to let the student know which copy that they need to choose, so that they would need to choose the copy, which you might want to name it better than I did. Let me exit here. So when you name it, the student with accommodations would see both versions. So that's why it probably would be a good idea to name it. You can just edit the test options, and instead of quiz 1, you could put I don't know what you would put. with, maybe with accommodations. And so the student with accommodations would see this version and know that it's the one that they need to choose. Because the student with accommodations, they'll see both versions. They need to know they need to choose the one with accommodations versus the regular one. Or I guess you could put, you know, their name. Student 1 copy. I guess it's kind of up to you how to distinguish the two. But again, the student with accommodations will see both versions. You just need to explain to them that they need to, or maybe it's just version 2. That might be a version 2. Oh, gracious me. So maybe that they just need, you need to tell them that they need to click on version 2 and take version 2 instead. All other students, they only see the original copy. And that's it. If you have any questions or want me to help you get it started for the first time, I'm happy to help. Just give me a call. Thanks, everybody.